No, right, Eugene Becker up here for Noah. We're working on a clapped out scooter. It is clapped out, alright. I think it's a 43 or 49 cc, I don't know. It's a small engine though. It's got a new gas tank on it, which I put on there because they had a bottle strapped to the front here. Fortunately, the throttle cable was frayed at the top, so we got throttle cable on it, but it's a little short. It's supposed to go underneath there, but we're trying not to drop the old wallet into this one. Oh, I dropped enough into it. I think the scooter's like 80 bucks. The tank's like 20 bucks, and we have here a carb because I'm pretty sure that one's going to be shot. So it's not worth waiting and doing videos, and then you tear it apart and find out the carb is no good, and then order carb anyway for I think they're like 11 bucks now. So order the carb. Figure I'd get it over with. Hopefully this runs. Grab me a blade over here. Cut the box open. See, fine Chinese engineering here. The blade back before I cut myself. Cap back on it. We got 2 primer bowls. They have a lot of faith this thing will last long enough to go through 2 primer bowls. So we got a gasket in the box here that's stuck to the bottom. Got a gasket. And the finest of fine you can get for engineered of a carburetor. This one shouldn't be too difficult. I think I need a pair of needles, a screwdriver for the air filter cover, a needle nose. I'm not sure what else. I don't think it's going to take many tools to take this piece of German engineering, no, Chinese engineering apart. Oh, where you at? Hello, Mr. Screw. Knock, knock. The Phillips? There we go. You can got it. Oh yeah, we got it now. Ooh, that's a strange looking, like I say, worm, but it's dead. Air filter cover here, or great air filter. They didn't waste no overspend the budget on this air filter. The engineering probably took about 8-9 seconds. Here, just cut a piece of foam and look like 1.25 inch wide strip, and stick the ends together. Yeah, that'll work. Anyway. Grab a screwdriver, I guess. This one's on the edge of not working here. It's got a lot of slop in it. See if I get one that fits a little bit better. Grab me a few candidates here. We tried the JIS on the Chinese screw here. That one's way too big. That one wasn't too bad. It still had some slop in it, but it wasn't bad. Alright, on top here we just got a spring, and then the throttle cable, which just goes into can I show you on the other one? Nah, well, I can't really. Oh, maybe I can. Look real carefully. Right there's a hole. It's hard to focus when there's something in the background, but anyway, there's a little hole in the back of it. So here's the setup. Let's get this off and the throttle cable off first, and then we'll work on the rest of it. Usually I can push this in if I remember right. I do have a small screwdriver. I got a zip tie. I remember right, I can push this in. Put something through the carburetor here. I don't think I used it. I think I used a punch. Or a pick. I think I used a straight pick right here. There's a hole in the front here for that screw. I think I just push the valve back in with my thumb. That way it just holds it so you can get the cable off. Push the spring back a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna work. What probably I can do is probably take this. It's not really pulling it far enough. The cable's not sliding out of the knots here. I want to break the cable. I already barred this cable off something else. So. Oh, I just moved it. I just moved it enough to maybe grab the end of the. There, I got it. It's out. Should we take this off? Yeah, why not? Oh, I don't think I can. I got zip tied to the. Frame. All right. Proceed on taking this curb off. One. I should have pulled the fuel line off first, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Slide the cable out. Black one on the inside, clear one on the outside. Supply, return to the tank. Oh, I know I do need though. Get that cover off. I do need to put something on these pair of vice grips or clamp because if not, it's going to try to drain the tank onto the ground. Nothing's ever where you want when you're looking for it. The needle and the vice grips usually right on top. Today they're on the other side of the drawer. Alright. Just want to put something on this so the fuel this doesn't siphon out the tank. Drain it on me. Ooh, she had some pressure. This is the one that's the pain. The return's not barbed. The supply has a barb fitting. Alright, here's the carburetor. It's off. One thing I think we need to reuse is the spring. If I can get it off. Come on! Get over there! Well, I'll be darned. I know I need that spring. I'm gonna bend it. See if I can pull this thing off. And then the spring will just kind of fall out. Find out. Sort of. It's still stuck. Huh. Stuck on the edge of the plastic here. I'm not taking the whole bracket off, so let's try bending it just a touch. Nope, it's still stuck in there. Touch more. Oh, there it went. It fell on the ground. Of course, the fuel line's leaking. Grab a new carburetor here. Well, this will be fun. The same stops in the way. Kind of just spin it underneath it, but not much room. I'm gonna bend this one back and then bend it back the other way. Try that. Bend it back some. Get the spring on here. And then bend it back. Yeah, that'll work. If we get these fuel lines on before I guess up the tank. Supply line. Turn. I'm gonna see if we can get the. I should have brought a paper towel down here with me. Make sure I don't have a put a hole in the line. Yeah, it looks okay. Not leaking. The cable back through the spring. You get it back on the throttle. Make sure we get the hole on the right side here. I can twist the throttle a little bit. 6 points in here. Line the groove up so straight across and drop this cable in. Cable's dropped in. Oh, went back in the hole. Oh, there we go. Back together. Sometimes it's hard to get that cable back in that notch. Now we just need our air filter housing here. Put it on the right direction. Two clippers to the outside. Oh, I know what I'm going to need though. What's the gasket stuck here? I need the gasket. No. The original one's still on there. Well, I'll be darned. Just screwdriver a bit. Well, I got this thing before I shot the video. Like I said, the tank had a 5 gallon, yeah, a 5 gallon strap to it. I had a 1 gallon milk jug strapped right here with the hoses going in the top. It was hydrant locked because it had gotten water in there. What had happened is, hang on, tighten up these screws. Screwdriver. That was a little bit small. That's better. I'm sure these are tight. Now they'll vibrate right off. Alright. Yeah, so what had happened was the milk jug was sitting here. 2 hoses, so the water, it was sitting outside, just kept running down inside the jug, and the needle was stuck in here, so we were flooding water right into the engine until it filled up the cylinder. So anyway, yeah, it was hydro locked. The person I got from was trying to show me that it ran, which there's no way it would have ran, and he was pulling the pull start, and he's like a lot of compression, and it wasn't a lot of compression, it was hydro locked. Alright, so we got that back on, Our throttle works. Returns. Hopefully we won't need to spray it. These things are, even for Chinese engines, they're pretty tough. They're pretty resilient. Unless the compression runs really low. Other than that, they usually don't croak too easy. I show you the throttle cable I took off this thing, but I think I chucked it out. It was had rusted pretty, like I said, I'm pretty sure this thing sat outside. It had rusted pretty bad from up on the throttle side because they're not sealed. Not on these, they're not. I mean, on dirt bikes in the background here, there's usually a rubber up in the top here, where my hand is. There's usually a rubber O-ring in here, or it's sealed somehow. These are not, so it just filled this up with water and kept running down the cable until it seized it up. Alright, I'm not even going to stand up here. We're going to put the primer in here a couple times. Got some fuel in the tank. Well, this one primed up good. The other one, I hadn't started it, but you press the ball on the button and it would prime up, but it would keep getting air in the line, so I knew the carburetor was not going to be any good, so I knew it wasn't worth even trying to video it with that carburetor on it. Alright, here we go. Oh, by the way, it's a nice rack on the back there. That's custom built by me. Anyway, see if it starts. Please start, please start, please start. Yes. He's spicy. He's a spicy one. Oh, he's never too big to fit. Come on. That was an easy one, folks. I started off good. Well, of course, those electricals cut off this thing. You're supposed to have a horn. The horn's there, but it don't do nothing. There's no headlights, there's no blinkers. Nothing is still on here. Because I made sure that the wires are down here. What's the stop button? Stop button's up here in the handlebars, so that's the only thing that was on this. It's not a bad looking little scooter. My son used to ride one of these. Let's see if we can back you up. My son used to ride one of these back and forth from my house to his mom's, and he'd ride it to work. He'd ride it to his friend. He'd ride it everywhere. He had a rack similar to this one, except for his was a bicycle rack. On the back of the rack, he had a can of starting fluid if he needed it, and a bottle of a small bottle of gas. That way, if he'd go in somewhere and the tank had run out, even though that is a pretty good sized tank on this, if the tank had run out, he had enough fuel to throw back in the tank just to get himself back to here or even to his own home and fill it up again, and off he'd go. I'm not sure if we mixed fuel for his, or we just went to Tractor Supply and bought one of them 1 gallon thing jugs. I'm pretty sure we just pre-mixed it for his, and definitely ran it on. I think trying to put those away. I think this one's just gonna be a giveaway. I'm not going to I'm not putting a throttle cable into it. You're just making it into a money pit. This throttle cable is short. As you can see, it's kind of hanging out here. It's zip tied to that. It actually was for one of the motorcycles. And actually, the throttle cable ended up way back here. So I had from here. Oh, not sure if you can see this. Bring it a little closer. You can see what I'm talking about. It had from this where the throttle cable, the hard case, outside case in. So it had exposed cable from here all the way to the other side of the carburetor. So there was no way it would run. You wouldn't be able to pull it. Basically, you'd have to tie it like I did, and then this would all be exposed cable just sitting out. So I took a piece of stainless tube. I measured from where it had gone in that. Where's the other carburetor? Where it had gone in this fitting, which I figured was to this nut or close to it. To the edge of this, I took and held the tube up and I marked it. I cut it off, so now just got a piece of two pieces actually, a shrink tube here, weatherproof shrink tube with the glue in there. So it's got a metal tube from the end of that to this fitting here. So then the cable was only from here to here. So that way I could get this to work on there. Like I said, if it ends up being a giveaway, I'm not buying a throttle cable for it. Whoever I give it to wants to purchase their own throttle cable, and if they feel like bringing it back here, I'll be glad to swap it out for them. It's only gotta get you back up here. We only gotta pull it off from here and then run it down to the bottom. It's supposed to go underneath that floorboard, and then it'll come up somewhere through. Oops. It comes up somewhere through here, and then goes into the carburetor or behind the bar. One of the other, I can't remember exactly. So it's not like I couldn't swap it out. A couple of small things. Up here, if I can hold the stand up. Perch for the brake is cracked, but it's got this metal band that goes all the way around and to the bottom, so the bolt goes through that band. So it is cracked and it can move. It can move up and down if you push on it, but it won't. It's not like it's going to fall off. Like I said, all minor things. That's you can buy one of them off of Amazon too if you want. That one is, that's the rear brake for sure. That's the rear brake, and the other one's the front brake. The front brakes do work. Rear brakes do work. I mean, it's not gonna. I don't think you're gonna come to a screeching halt, but you hit the brakes and it's definitely going to slow you down enough where the machine will come to a stop. So I don't think I want to take it down a 20 or 25% grade hill and try slamming on the brakes at the bottom, but riding it down the flat back road here from my house to down the next town, not a problem. Down the hill is not going to be a problem as long as you know that you might want to give yourself a little extra time to hit these brakes and so it can slow down a little bit. It is adjustable more on the bottom. It's actually got a couple slack adjusters up here on the handlebars. There's adjusters on both of them, and way down here by the wheel is still another adjuster that you can adjust up. You can take some slack out of it. Got the same on the rears. Got slack adjusters. Alright, we're gonna pause this video right here and we'll get you in the other stand and we'll end it up. It wasn't a complicated video. It was just a quick how to swap the carburetors out on these small Chinese scooters. Actually, they're not very common, really. Not the ones with the seated, the stand-up ones, yes, but not with the seated one. Alright, pause this here and we'll finish the video up. Alright, we get you at the custom stand here. And back into the GorillaPod, the GoPro, yes, GorillaPod. It's the one that you can bend and flex around stuff. Anyway, so there she is. Quick walk around. The tires are good on the back. Tires are good on the front. The tires hold air. Seat's got a couple small tears in it. I might take a little hot glue and just put that on there, because if not, if it happens to even sprinkle, it's gonna go right in that hole, and you're gonna end up with a wet butt. Like I said, everything been cut off a bit. The brackets are still here. What I would probably put on here would be a battery operated light, and if you just zip tie it to this so you can turn it on, so in case you're going home and it's a little dark, you at least got a flashlight. This thing was held together by one bolt through the bottom here. I put some spot welds on it, one over here on the side, one on top, through the hole that the bolt was through, the wood screw, one down here. So it's been welded up, so it's not going to fall off. There ain't much better weld on the other side. No key switch, but I filled it with hot glue because I don't know what's hooked to the key switch. I know it's on the on position. Somebody broke out the center, but I figured if I fill it, it won't get water in it, and short it out if it has anything to do with stopping the motor. Like I said, I know this one's definitely hooked up. I'm pretty sure this is all that stops the motor. I'm pretty sure the key was for the lights, just to turn the headlights on and use the blinkers, because it has a battery underneath the footboard here. So I think that was just to turn on for the horn, which it actually does have the horn button, left and right signals, and then this would have been the headlights, which isn't there. So I already checked these. There's no power coming out of them because of this. Maybe one of these days I'll take it apart and if I can get rid of it soon, and I'll solder them together just so it's or maybe I'll move it up to here, so if we get power out these, you can put a headlight back on it. But anyway, not a big deal. I think my son's just had a flashlight on his, and he went everywhere. Alright, we're gonna end this video right here. Enough talking. If you got any information on this video, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Eugene's Backyard Repair on them. One of them has no S on it, so you gotta type it in both ways. Picture Park Project, funny videos, things of nature, drift girls, screenshots, roadside finds, share videos, all kinds of cool stuff I put on them. I don't post often enough, but you know, it is what it is. I gotta get up a video of a deck break because somebody requested that I put up something else because I guess my hand was in the way when on the one part of the deck break. Actually, funny, right here's the deck break, but in front of this piece right here with the bushing, so he couldn't see it. So I got another video of that. I might just post that today and post this one on Friday. We'll see. Anyway, like I said, you know, give it a thumbs up if you would. Please give it a comment. Everything helps. My cousin's very good at giving me comments. Thank you very much. Keith, I appreciate all his comments. Help my videos get out there and get shared. You can share them too. I mean that helps a lot. But the comments definitely help. You know, sign up for my YouTube. Hit the notification bell if you want to see any other videos. It's free. YouTube's free. Facebook's free. Instagram's free. They're all free, so it doesn't cost you a penny. You know, so feel intimidated to sign up, and because it's going to pay, you have to pay for it because you don't have to pay nothing. So sign up for all of that, and we're out of here. Peace. There it is, behind the Honda Gems. One of these days I'm gonna get the video up for this one right here and put the OEM carburetor back on it. Got an aftermarket on there, and I'd rather go back with OEM. The bike's not going anywhere, but for my own personal, I like to put the original back on. Alright, God bless y'all. Have a good night, and we're out of here. Peace.